And how did the buyer get the balance of the business? Well, the seller probably held a note. And what you'll notice in that scenario is that there's no more collateral. Like the thing that really held value has been pledged to the bank for that loan, and really the seller note is basically backed up by the goodwill value of the business. It's very ethereal, and there's a very good reason why sellers of small businesses are able to do this, because for the seller of a small business, they can actually, if they ever needed to, foreclose on that note, and they know how to run the business. So they could take the business back if they weren't receiving payments, and they could potentially get the business performing again. And so that person is able to hold that note and have some degree of control over the scenario.
Well, I think it's funny because I see people coming to me because they think the yield's going to be great, and I always tell them my advice has always been number one rule is a don't buy a note on something you don't want to end up owning or operating, like you mentioned out there for you. And if you had to foreclose, is it going to be worth your time to do that? So that's one question I have for you. To foreclose on a business, is it a different time frame than say like we have here in the States where it's a judicial process or non-judicial process where it can non-judicial is kind of faster to foreclose versus a judicial, which can take 6 to 12 months or longer. So can you
Yeah.
answer that question first, David?
I can't, well, I can give you some examples of what I've seen, but I can't really answer the question because I'm not an attorney.